The issue about ex gratia. The former President John Dramani Mahama said he would put in place measures to scrap it. I mean, this bit you mentioned about a Toyota Avensis and all of that feeds into that rhetoric. What's the plan? How will it be done? And I'm asking those questions because sometimes promises are made and they are never fulfilled. Two quick questions for you.
Well, you know that, look, I think that we've made great inroads in the northern regions of Ghana, or the former northern regions of Ghana. And I'm sure you do know that, look, in 2020, there's a very interesting historic event that occurred. We went out of office after losing by almost 1 million votes. We returned to be at par with the ruling government in parliament. For the first time, Ghana delivered a hung parliament. That must tell you something. Why do you think the President Akufo-Addo continues to make all these appointments that he's making? I mean, the reason is simple, because they can see that the inroads in the northern parts of Ghana are strongly in the House of the National Democratic Congress. Look, whether you like it or not, the most attractive political party in Ghana today is the National Democratic Congress. We've won just as many elections. We've run just as many campaigns. We have one of the most diverse executives that you can possibly think of. Sphere, all sorts of ages, spanning all tribes and religious faiths, name it. If you want a truly representative party in Ghana today, make no mistake, the MPP is simply trying to emulate the great example of the NDC. And so when you look at the northern region today, look, every Tom, Dick, and Harry is being awarded a position in government because they must beat people within the northern region. I mean, take the Honorable Haruna Idrisu, take the Honorable Mutala, the Honorable Suhini. I mean, look at them, fantastic young men, you know, great inspirations to all of us. So we have a great example that we're going. Dr. Damba is struggling now to win in one of the seats. We have many of these examples going on around. And I think in the Upper East region, I'm sure you know that we won almost all the seats that we have available. We have the Honorable Ayaraga, Ayine, and all the Dongo, fantastic guys.
You've struggled in other regions.
We have, every political party has regions where they struggle.
I mean, in the Northern Belt, you've struggled in other regions.
I don't think that I'll call it a struggle. I'll call it that there is suddenly a certain new angle to it. Don't forget that we have
what angle?
sons.
Initially, when it was just, what, 3-4 regions, you would widely sweep the northern belt of the country, even starting from Rollins.
Do you want us to go into this conversation?
We could.
Say, look, we don't want to discuss the very partisan way in which some of these regional things were done. You know, look, Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Are you suggesting some gerrymandering?
Oh, there's definitely a lot of gaslighting, a lot of gerrymandering. That's of course. Look, let me tell you something. I've said it before that all that the New Patriotic Party is trying to do is to emulate the great example of the NDC. Every school of thought knows that. Every student of politics must be conscious of this fact. Why? There are larger regions population-wise, heavier regions population-wise. Why are they not demarcating those regions? I know you are thinking Ashanti region. Well, certainly. You understand. And then they go and pick up a running mate and then try to create the impression that one region can make them remain in power, can help them break the 8, a 2-region strategy. Look, Ghanaians are not to be taken for a ride, my brother. Not on any day.
I see.
Look at the attempts that have been made to run the NDC down on every facet that you can think of. Day in, day out, we get more validation. We are even determined as more credible. We continue to occupy the voice of reason that every Ghanaian wants. That's what I'm saying. You wake up in the morning, you have stolen as much as 339 million cedis and put in the National Cathedral with nothing to show. Then you talk about Joyce Bawah buying an Avensis. When I arrived as a deputy minister, I was leaving my work as a head of legal, a director for legal and estates of one of Ghana's Club 100 companies. So whether you sell an Avensis to me or not, how does that compare? My family will want to see me occupy lands near Labadi Beach.
All right.
They will want to see me occupy snake shares.